This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful sports to the bone family? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another video, my beautiful peeps. It's a wonderful Sunday evening, and I just want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. I was taking a look at that game between India and South Africa earlier today. Both teams got over 200 in that T20 game. I tell you, my peeps, it was a lot of excitement. So we're going to go through that game, plus we're going to zoom in on the West Indies team. West Indies, they are set to take on Australia in the first of two T20 game on Wednesday. Yes, my peeps, Wednesday, the 5th of October, West Indies going up against Australia. So we have a couple of things to talk about that. Plus, we're going to talk a little bit about Bumrah, who is, apparently he's going to be missing out on the World Cup. Not too sure yet. The decision has not been taken, but based on the fact that he's having some back problems, that is a possibility. And then we're going to finish off talking a little bit about worthless Manchester United. So make sure you watch the video until the end, my peeps. And if you have not yet subscribed, go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right, my wonderful sports to the bone family. So we're going to start things off with that game between India and South Africa. And I must tell my viewers and subscribers, that game was extremely entertaining. You understand? India batted first and they scored all of 237 runs. And they took two quick wickets when South Africa started to bat. And it appears as if they were going to blow South Africa away very easily. But it so happened that India only won by 16 runs. David Miller hitting the ball to all different parts of the ground, getting a century. But before we talk about David Miller and that South Africa chase, let's talk a little bit about India. So that 237 for 3 was courtesy of a couple of half century. KL Rahul at the top there getting 57. Rohit Sharma, he got 43. Virat Kohli had 49 not out. And Sir Kumar Yadav had 61 from 22 with 5 4s and 5 6s in the mix there, my peeps. And, when it came on to the bowling for South Africa, a bowling unit that is usually very, very good, very competitive, they went. Rabada, he bowled 4 overs for 57 runs. He traveled. Parnell 4 overs 54 runs. Ngidi 4 overs 49 runs. Only Maharaj was not too expensive. He bowled 4 overs and went for 23 runs and picked up 2 wickets. You understand? He was the only one that got the wickets. And Nakia 3 overs for 41 runs. So you can say that the Indian batsmen, they really dove into the pace. And, they turn things up, my peeps. Temba Bavuma in going for the chase now. Temba Bavuma, the South African skipper, his poor run of form continued. He faced all of 7 deliveries before he was removed by Ashdeep Singh without scoring. Quinton de Kock, he started off extremely slowly but remained not out, getting 69 from 48. It was one of those innings where he was trying to play himself in, just wasn't able to fire as much as we would want. As I said, a couple of players getting removed without scoring. Bavuma getting removed, Russell getting removed also. Markram had 33 from 19. And then David Miller, the man smashed 106 from 47 deliveries, my peeps, with 8 4s and 7 6s to basically bring South Africa pretty close to that score. They finished off in 221 for 3, chasing down that 237. I tell you, my peeps, these teams are making 180, 190 look as nothing. I don't know if we're going to be getting these sort of high scores in the World Cup, but this game was definitely a very good one, my viewers and subscribers. Bowling for India, it was seeing he actually got 2 for 62, went for some runs but picked up the 2 wickets there. Patel had 1 for 53 from his 4 overs. And Chahal, he had 4 overs, 24 runs without picking up any wickets. So As I said, my viewers, it was a very good game. It's just that, I don't know my peeps. Temba Bavuma. I'm not too sure how long they are going to give him to get back himself into form, going into the World Cup. Being the captain and all of that, you can't just drop the captain like that. You have to give him some time to work himself into form. But it has been a little while now since he has been going on like this. So definitely going to be keeping an eye on things to see how it work out for my viewers and subscribers, especially going into the World Cup here. So yeah, that is how that game went, my peeps. And as I had said before, Jasper Bumrah. We see the India coach coming out and saying that but they are not calling it off as yet. They are not saying that Bumrah is not going to make it to the World Cup. But based on how things are going, my viewers and subscribers, it's a possibility that he might not go. But Serve Ganguly, as I said, is saying Bumrah is not out of the T20 World Cup as yet. He has not been ruled out totally by the doctors. So they are going up in a race against time to see how they can get him sorted out in time for the T20 World Cup. We know that can affect the Indian team very, 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 very seriously. He's one of those bowlers that is good in the power play. If you give him 2 overs up there, more often than not, he will get you a couple of wickets, hit some Yorkers, get some dot bars in. And then if you bring him back in the middle of the game to try and break a partnership, more often than not he does. And he's also very good at the death with those Yorkers and all of that. So India, just letting people know that it is not a foregone conclusion as yet that Bumrah will be missing the T20 World Cup. So there is another story that we're going to be keeping our ears to, my viewers. Plus we see where the top order for India seems to be getting things back together now. The KL Rahul, the Rohit Sharma, the Sir Kumar Yadav, the Virat Kohli, these guys getting runs under their belt, my peeps. And it's going to be interesting to see how these teams go into the World Cup. We see that century just now from Miller, 104. That was some very, very good hitting. So, if these players go into the World Cup like that, it's expected to be a very, very good showdown, my peeps. And, staying on the cricket before we switch to football. Now, West Indies will be taking on Australia in their first of 2 T20 games this Wednesday. And Australia, I tell my peeps, the West Indies team will definitely be looking to try and get as close as possible, get the starting 11 that they want to use in the World Cup out there, just to get them playing together, just to see what they have to offer. I know we have this style that we like to experiment going into a major tournament, but if we have a team and we say this is a team that we are going to be using, it would be nice to see them playing together and seeing how close they can go to actually put in something out there that they would want to repeat in the World Cup. So when this Wednesday, my peeps, Wednesday morning, bright and early, think at 4 a.m. that game will be going on. Not too sure I'm going to be up that early to do a watch along, but maybe can catch the last part of it and see where my peeps. So West Indies will be taking on Australia this Wednesday in the first of 2 T20s. So you can definitely continue to stay tuned to the channel to make sure that you are updated with how things are going. And just before we go, my peeps, I'm not too sure how many persons saw that we were live earlier today, but halfway through the live, I had to cut it and go and get some juice to basically settle myself. I was doing the live watch along with Manchester United and Manchester City. And the way how Manchester United was horrible. Oh man, I almost fainted on the live, my peeps. I almost passed out on the live. I had to jump off it quick, and go regroup. So if you are a football fan and you saw the game there, the comment section is open. You can let me know what you think about how Manchester United played in that game, whether or not we had the right starting 11 out there, or it was just a case of Manchester City being too dominant for us. Just go down in the comment section and let me know what you think, my peeps. Zane?